So, the moment that I was eagerly waiting for is finally here. Qualcomm just launched the successor of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, or should I say, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Lite. And friends, I'm still in complete shock at how much faster this smartphone chipset really is. I mean, crossing 3 million plus points on AnTuTu V10 benchmarks is just mind-blowing, as well as crossing 10,000 plus points in the GeekBench 6 multi-core scores, all while maintaining and actually improving power efficiency and achieving huge performance gains. And that's all thanks to its advanced CPU, GPU, RAM, storage, AI, camera capabilities, and much more. And I know you might say that Hamza, you're a bit late in the review. But friends, I was waiting for different smartphones to launch with this chipset. I mean, I was doing a lot of research on this chipset because I wanted to make this review so informative that you would say, wow. So friends, if you are new here, then subscribe. And let's start this review with the benchmarks. And man, this Snapdragon 8 Lite just smashed all the benchmark records. I mean, every year Qualcomm takes the crown for the fastest mobile chipset in terms of AnTuTu V10 benchmarks. And this year is no exception. I mean, crossing 3 million plus points in AnTuTu V10 benchmarks is just mind-blowing. And as of the date I am writing the script, there are about 8 smartphones featuring this chipset, which is why I wanted to wait before reviewing this chipset, because every smartphone achieves a different scores in the AnTuTu V10 with this chipset. So friends, let me show you. The Xiaomi 8 15 Pro tops the AnTuTu V10 chart with a score of 3,121,239 points, followed closely by the Vivo IQ 13 at 3,109,010 points. The Xiaomi 15 takes the third place with a score of 3,091,543 points, while the Honor Magic 7 Pro secures the fourth place with 3,086,896 points. Coming to the fifth, the Honor Magic 7, which scores at 3,063,922 points. Next, the Realme GT7 Pro, scoring 3,025,991 points. And finally, the OnePlus 13 rounds out with the list with 2,987,241 points. So, I can't break down all of these smartphones, but let me just break down the fastest smartphone in the world, the Xiaomi 15 Pro. So, the Xiaomi 15 Pro achieves a CPU score of 704,263 points and the GPU score of 1,323,172 points. And man, this GPU scores alone surpasses the entire AnTuTu V10 scores of the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which is just unbelievable. Additionally, the memory scored 613,049 points and the UX scores 480,755 points, summing up to a total score of 3,121,239 points in the AnTuTu V10 benchmarks. Now, as you can see, this chipset is so close to the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 in terms of total AnTuTu V10 benchmarks. But don't be so curious, because I am already working on the full comparison review of the Snapdragon 8 Lite versus the MediaTek Dimensity 9400. So for that, stay tuned. Now, let's talk about the GeekBench 6 benchmarks of all these 8 smartphones. The Vivo IQ 13 leads with an impressive single-core score of 3,216 points and a multi-core score of 10,132 points, gaining the title of the world's fastest smartphone, following closely by the Xiaomi 15 Pro with a single-core score of 3,156 points and a multi-core score of 9,833 points. Next, the OnePlus 13 achieves a single-core score of 3,150 points and a multi-core score of 9,697 points. Next is the Honor Magic 7 Pro with a single-core score of 3,143 points and a multi-core score of 9,784 points. Next, the Honor Magic 7 and the Xiaomi 15 both share the single-core score of 3,132 points with the multi-core score of 9,598 points and 9,608 points. Finally, the Realme GT7 Pro follows with a single-core score of 3,122 points and a multi-core score of 9,538 points. And as you can see, all of these single-core and multi-core scores are comparable to the Apple A18 Pro's scores. So, I'm also working on the full detailed comparison between the Snapdragon 8 Lite and the Apple A18 Pro. So, Also stay tuned for that. However friends, keep in mind that the single core and the multi-core scores of this chipset may vary depending on the smartphone's variant. As you saw how the iQOO 13 just broke the world record by achieving 10,000 points in GeekBench 6 multi-core scores. Well friends, that's all thanks to its top-of-the-line CPU architecture. So the Snapdragon 8 Elite just steps up its game with the custom Orion CPU cores, moving away from the Koryo cores in its predecessor. A shift Qualcomm hasn't made in nearly a decade. And man, this upgrade is just outstanding. I mean, the Snapdragon 8 Elite features two Orion Phoenix L prime cores clocked at 4.32 GHz, which is just damn, it's unbelievable. Friends, you might see this a little upgrade, but for those who understand how big an impact it has on performance will know my excitement. Plus, it also has 6 Orion Phoenix M high performance cores clocked at 3.53 GHz, which is still faster than Apple A18 Pro and close to the MediaTek Dimensity and 400's prime core. Plus, it utilizes the latest ARM version 9.2/A instruction set and includes a substantial 24 MB of L2 cache memory. The CPU is built on a cutting-edge 3nm process by TSMC, leading to 44% bit efficiency and 44% faster performance. And friends, not only the CPU gets a massive upgrade, but the GPU, oh man, it's just on another level. So Snapdragon 8 Elite features the Adreno 830 GPU from Adreno 800 architecture. This GPU is clocked at 1.1 GHz and boosts 2 execution units, 1536 shading units, and 3072 shaders. And because of this GPU achieved a performance of 3379.2 gigaflops. So this GPU is also about 40% more powerful and 40% more power efficient. And it is one of the world's fastest GPU. Its score alone surpasses the entire AnTuTu version 10 scores of Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. So it's even faster than you think. So for running generative AI on smartphones, they've opted for the world's fastest RAM and storage. The RAM being based on dual channel 32-bit LPDDR5X RAM with the memory frequency of 5.3 GHz, which allows for ultra-low latency of less than 1 nanosecond, resulting in greater efficiency and faster performance. Well, the gaming performance is also unmatched, with a 44% jump in efficiency, with Orion CPU uplift in gaming by 50%. Gaming improvements also come with the Unreal Engine's Physics Chaos engine, showing a 44% uplift in performance compared to the previous generation. The GPU uses slice architecture, and as mentioned, it's clocked at 1.1 GHz, enabling up to 35% faster ray tracing. You can now game on a smartphone up to 30% faster, and the Adaptive Performance Engine 4.0 saves up to 18% in efficiency. Plus, Snapdragon AI-powered Gaming FRC 2.0 is an AI super resolution tool paired with the gaming frame rate conversion technology, making gameplay much smoother with improved power efficiency. Snapdragon Super Resolution 2.0 and the Adreno Frame Motion Engine 2.0 boost gaming performance without sacrificing the battery life. This Snapdragon chipset runs the Unreal 5 Nanite solution directly on chip, which is just mind-blowing. You can see this entire scene rendered on this chipset, as the GPU fully utilizes Nanite rendering, delivering truly shocking results. Now, the Hexagon NPU improves in-game latency by 40% without impacting gaming performance. The Qualcomm AI engine is now up to 45% faster because of the Tensor, 6 vector, and 8 scalar cores, which allows for higher throughput. As a result, it is now up to 45% better in performance per watt, and you can clearly see this on the MLF Perf benchmarks, showing up to 100% faster tokens per second on LLM models, achieving about 70 plus tokens per second. Plus, the Qualcomm Sensing Hub is now 60% more powerful and has about 34% more memory. You can build personalized AI models directly into the Snapdragon 8 Elite using the Qualcomm AI Hub. And this is possible due to unprecedented CPU speed, faster GPU, and incredibly faster RAM and storage. This AI can communicate with you in real time, meaning there will be no lag at all. It will understand your speech directly with almost zero latency. And this AI won't be just about chat or voice. It can now visually see things and respond to videos and photos, which I find amazing, as it's incredible to think that all of this processing is done on device. I mean, this chipset will see what you see. Plus, the Snapdragon 8 Elite will also partner with other AI assistants like Meta AI, Tencent AI, and others for better understanding and faster responses. Now for the cameras, there is this new ISP called AI ISP. This AI ISP improves HDR, hardware autofocus, and the 3 A's: autofocus, auto white balance, and auto exposure. This will significantly elevate image quality to the next level. And because of this ISP, you can now experience up to 33% faster shutter speed and can record from 348 megapixel simultaneous camera sensors at once with zero shutter lag at 4K 30 frames per second. And this is possible due to the hexagon direct link overhaul. Plus, this AI will also perform limitless segmentation, where it can mask and identify up to 250 layers. Qualcomm also introduces real-time skin and sky adjustment, and you can add virtual lighting to your videos, all done on device with no latency. Additionally, this AI will be able to remove subjects from videos. Well, we already had that feature in the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but now it's much more faster and smoother. Last year, Qualcomm introduces a technology called Throttling, which recognizes whether a photo has been altered with AI or not. Plus, it will be able to record 8K videos at 60 frames per second and can now record cinematic videos at 4K at 60 frames per second. And there are so many noise reduction algorithms and technologies that we will see in action in future smartphones, especially in the next Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now in terms of connectivity, the Snapdragon 8 Elite will feed X80 modem RF system, which will boost network speeds to their limits, with the download speed of up to 10 Gbps and upload speed of up to 3.5 Gbps. And with the Snapdragon Fast Connect 7900 system, it supports AI-enhanced Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6.0, and UWB. And these two technologies are integrated on a 3nm chip. This Wi-Fi 7 will reach faster speeds and provide a wider coverage. Now, the Snapdragon 8 Elite will support 8 years of software updates, as well as 8 versions of Android updates. And this is the longest available on the market. So friends, that just brings me to my final verdict. So friend, if you are someone and you want to upgrade your smartphone and you are a performance lover, then you will love the Vivo IQ 13 or the Xiaomi 15 Pro. Not only these, but all the smartphones that will launch with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. But the real question remains, is this the best smartphone chipset in the world, as there are other two chipsets in the market, the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 and the Apple A18 Pro? Well friends, absolutely. The Snapdragon 8 Elite is the pinnacle of technology. I mean, I have never seen this much improvement in a single year. When you compare this chipset to its predecessor, the improvements are huge. Plus, I do have to mention one thing, that this chipset is truly amazing when equipped with the right hardware to get the most out of this chipset. Smartphones with larger cooling vapor chambers will definitely push it to the limits, like the IQ 13. So friends, that's all for this detailed review. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot from this review. And if you did, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to never miss a review video like this one. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comments section. So, my name is Hamza, this is Hairstick, and see you in the next video. If you want to watch the full review of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, then that video is right here. And if you want to watch the full review of the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus, then that video is right here. Thank you for watching.